So this morning we are reading from Vilapa Kusumanjali, the verse 74. Oh, Madhura Mukhi, sweet-faced girl, when the wind carries your excellent bodily fragrance to Chandravali's handmade playbed, where Mukunda enjoys with her. Krishna finds a clever excuse to meet you on the shore of your lake, Radha Kunda. Like a bumblebee living an inferior flower, like a bumblebee leaving an inferior flower. When will I proudly witness this? I repeat the verse. Oh, Madhura Mukhi, sweet-faced girl, when the wind carries your excellent bodily fragrance to Chandravali's handmade playbed, where Mukunda enjoys with her, Krishna finds a clever excuse to meet you on the shore of your lake, Radha Kunda. Like a bumblebee leaving an inferior flower. When will I proudly witness this? Explanations.
Yeah. Does everybody understand who Chandravali is? Very important figure. She's the main competition for Radha. And there are lots of scenes where they're competing for Krishna's attention. And Chandravali is more a passive mood. She's not embodying Krishna Prem like Radha is. And yet Krishna is often attracted to her and often together with her. So here Radha is wondering where her Krishna is, and he's of course off with Chandravali. And the other sweet thing about this verse, maybe it comes in the commentary, I don't remember, is that the wind is alive, like all the elements in Vrindavan, in the forest. Everything has soul. The wind is spiritual too. And the wind, just like the Manjari, but in a lower level, is doing everything to bring the couple together. So even the wind is a servant of Prem. And here blowing the perfume of Radha over to Chandravali or over to Krishna really, so that he can change his mind about who he wants to be twisting with.
Leaving the inferior flower. This is also...
yes, the superior flower. That's right.
Yeah, this is Manjari's perspective. This is very cool.
Going to the most beautiful flower and with the most beautiful scent. Good morning, dear Gora Sundara.
Yeah, Jai Gora Sundara.
Sorry, I'm muted. Good morning. Radhe, Radhe.
Yeah, there's a chair there, an empty chair. Looks like you're waiting for maybe Radharani or...
Yes, Gurudev.
Ah,
Very good.
Is he coming?
I'm not sure. So yesterday, I talked with Niti Didi in the, I think, afternoon. So Niti Didi was saying still he has to stay maybe 2 days. I don't know exact day.
In hospital?
Yeah, and he found doctor find out some kidney problem or something.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. We are not sure still. So he may come back, but we are not in this present moment. We are not sure. So we pray he may come back very soon. That is, I think, latest one as far as I know.
Yes, that is important that they cure these problems.
And anyway, today is Ananta Chaturdasi.
Right.
So we are, some small celebration on the basement after
Wow.
puja. So just we offer some flower or and then some
Very nice.
sharing. So we just going on whatever we could. Now
Yeah.
Prashanta Bhai are not here, Gopinatha Bhai are not here, in this situation.
Radhe.
So we are reading the verse 74. I don't know if you heard me. And now starting with the explanation. In the previous verse, Sri Raghunatha perceived the Dana Lila, in which he relished the sweetness and the beauty of Adishwari Radhika's eyes, crowned with frowned eyebrows. When this vision vanishes, he laments. When will I see these eyes again? The deity shows herself once and then disappears again. Thus, Swamini plays hide and seek with her surrendered maidservant.
but not just hide and seek in the forest, hide and seek across the spiritual and material consciousness. As Raghunath goes in and out of spiritual consciousness.
Yes, in other words, Sadhaka Deha and Siddha Deha. So in Siddha Deha, Raghunatha Kusumanjali, she could see and she could associate with Radhika. But Sadhaka Deha, as Raghunath Das Goswami, so he deprived this direct association with Swami. So this Uttavaji is very nice. And also, Krishna does his servant hide and seek. But Radhika also does. But Radhika's hide and seek is, I may say, more more acute, more, one sense, tasteful. Radha, Radha.
And it's actually not, it's not Radha herself who's hiding, is it? It's the spiritual eyes of Raghunath are opened and shut. She's always there. She's always there in his heart as well, just like she's always there in our hearts. But we play hide and seek with our spiritual consciousness. When we're in Svarup, when we're in our consciousness, we see her, and then we actually hide her from us. She's not hiding from us. We're hiding her ourselves.
Yes, the Leela itself not taking the active role. It's still our mind. So when we read here in the Vilapa Kusumanjali that the Leela takes over, Leela itself becomes visible and is managing everything when he gets his visions. And so we could think by ourselves, why don't we get this vision? And it's what I find out in myself, there are some desires in material. And it's Radhika herself is protecting us so that we don't become crazy and let these desires unfulfilled, because these will disturb in the future all our spiritual life and visions, if there is some left in the matter. So it's her mercy. If she will give her okay for that visions, we will become like the acharyas. They was actually at the end, especially completely useless for the material world. When he sits on the bank of Radhakund and lamenting, completely forget everything. So, but in our minds, deep inside, there are some identification with the matter. It's still there. Family, position, land, all these identifications are still there. And we could try to give them up and create this one-pointed desire really to be her maidservant. That this should be our last and only desire, not mixed with the material desires we already have. That's what Gurudev always explained as the creed. This creed should be so concentrated that we are ready to give up everything for that service on Radhika. So for me, I think as long as I'm not really ready to give up all this for the service of her lotus feet, the vision will not come, because Radhika is protecting us with love. So like Gurudev explained, okay, as long as you like to play with the toys, okay, it's fine. But when we are very greedy and crying for for her, then she will come. So it depends on our greed. That's what I also can feel for myself.
This is really beautiful, really important. And the greed, I think the level of greed that we have depends on where we are in our own spiritual journey. Then when we're ready, like you say, when we're ready, then we'll receive. And when we're not ready, then we keep doing service, doing our material service. And
Yes, true.
this is how I've understood the gunas as well, that they're there as long as we need them to hold us in this material situation and to work through it. And as soon as we're finished with our work here in this material reality, then they'll release us by her mercy.
That's the 2 points, Uddhavji. This is the three gunas or the lila. Three gunas controlling or lila controlling. These are these 2 points, these 2 positions. We are always under control. We are not the controller. We are always under control. But if we are ready to give up this control by Maya, by the three gunas, the lila can take over. This Yoga Maya or Mahamaya.
Very nice.
Mm.
That's what Gurudev explained. We are not the doer. We are the viewer. And we are the viewer of the material, of course, identified with that, or we are the viewer of the lila. Material body consciousness, spiritual body consciousness. And this is the Jiva Abhisar, how you explain. The love journey to walk from one world or consciousness to the other.
Yes, and this Jiva Visara, so we may think 9 stage of our consciousness, our bhakti progress, Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anarata Nivritti, and Ruchi, and Asakti, and Bhava, and Prema. In this Bhava stage, is almost no material desire. At that time, Leela Shakti is working.
You see.
And then Radha Mohan's Leela will appear. But all, Gora Sundara and Uddhavaji saying the truth. Unless we have identity, we have slightest or big desire, then we cannot be divine leader. So, but this is a process, and even Radha Govindas Babaji Maharaj also saying, don't be impatient, because it takes time, and just this morning I was listening this Brajavashi Mataji's kirtan. There's so much feeling, in it. Oh my God! So for us, our outside Braja, especially Western body, Japanese body, it's. I feel, oh my God, this so much bhava, so we may not have this greed and we may not have this feeling. So, but slowly, by the mercy of Gurudev and Radha Mohan, we may slowly attain. And this we depend on our greed, our strong desire, and maybe Gorasunda's words, strong one-pointedness. If 2 point does not work, but 1 point, too much greed, too much hankering, too much crying, one day we may get it.
We need to feel the pain of separation. If this is like the pain in the material life, we will lose the most close person, like mother, father. This is also pain, right? And as long as we not feel this kind of pain in our heart, to not be with Radhika in the service, that will not happen. So we can remember and meditate on that pain. And the moment we lost the most beloved person in our life, we can remember on that moment how much pain was in the heart, so that we can feel this kind of pain again. Because we have some experience of that pain in the heart. Everybody has it. I think everybody lost a very close and loving person in his life. Wife, man, husband, or whatever. And this pain we can catch and try to feel it towards Radhika, so that we not reach her. This kind of pain in the heart, that we are not together with her in seva. Then we come a little closer to that pain Sri Raghunath feels. Because I think it's 10,000 times more pain if we got a vision. If we got a vision of the Leela, then this pain is endless. Because Radhika is the source of all love. We feel this pain of separation because we love another one, a person, and we lost them. And this feeling of a lost love. And now we could think about this feeling if we got the source of love, even for a moment, in a vision. And then we will leave it. We lost it. How Raghunath does in his vision, and suddenly it disappears. And this is the meaning of that, how Radhika is playing hide and seek, right?
Sorry, excuse me. And that Radha's feeling it as well. She's also longing for her Mohan.
Yeah.
The point is the longing. The point is not the having. Love means to love another. You have to be two. Two souls.
Thus Swamini plays hide and seek with her surrendered maidservant. Just as a human body may be carried to the shore by the flood and again drawn back into the ocean by the ebb, similarly, Sri Raghunatha's heart and mind are sometimes brought to Radha and Krishna by the waves of Milana, meeting, and sometimes drawn away again by the waves of Viraha, separation.
Right, the waves. This is one of Gurudev's favorite image for the way that emotions work, bringing us close and taking us back and up and down. The ebb and flow of the ocean.
And sometimes the waves are so high, we can just surrender. If we don't surrender in this moment, we will, I don't
We
want
will
to-
drown.
We will drown. Spiritually, if I see this from the spiritual side, it's very good to drown. And also, Gurudev always says we have to dive. And in France, I experienced this at the ocean, at the Atlantic Ocean. The waves can be really, really high in this region where I live at the moment. And if you don't dive under the wave, you are lost. You are really like, wow, going everywhere. But if you dive under the wave, it's like, you dive and the wave is pulling you back, so you are standing again. But if you not do this, and if you don't dive deeply enough, you are like carrying everywhere, and it can be very dangerous. But yeah,
Wonderful, yeah. If you don't surrender to the love will drown you. Beautiful.
It's beautiful. We are not that. We are carrying by material mode, and we have a different body. In Bhagavad Gita, 18 chapter 61. So you are very nicely said. But if we dive, we can have the nectar. We can find the jewel of Braja. This Braja money and this Prema Chintamani.
And the word, is it die Strömung? Is it stream? Or
Current.
the current?
No, stream is nice too.
The current is so strong also. Sometimes the waves are perhaps not so big, but the current is very strong at the Atlantic Ocean, for example. And if you try to swim, you cannot. You cannot swim against the current. You have to find, okay, how is the current flowing? And sometimes you have just also to surrender, and the current will carry you. And then the next wave is coming and bringing you back to the shore. So it's like you have really to feel the ocean. You cannot. And sometimes we are coming from other countries and we say, oh, I'm a good swimmer. No problem. But if you don't know the Atlantic Ocean in France, you can be really lost. And some accidents happen every year because the people think, oh, I'm such a good swimmer. And also here we can perhaps learn from. If we think, oh, I'm so knowledgeable, I know everything, I have all the skills. But yeah.
Very nice, yeah.
Can be a big block.
The guardians at the beach, they tell you don't swim against. Just let it take you, and then it'll get weak again, and right?
Mm.
Same with love. Don't fight. But this is hard for us. Just like it's hard to surrender to the waves, it's hard for us to surrender to our hearts. Very hard.
And also to have the trust, if I surrender to my heart, no? That it will carry me in the right direction.
Radhe Radhe. I want to share one thing about now Maya Shakti Didi sharing nicely. So how to get the right direction in flow? Just relax. Because our Swamini never make mistake. Just trust her, relax her, connect with her. Gurudev always say that open heart. My problem is like this. Close our heart. I know everything like this. Then just relaxing and trust her. Then like sometimes it seems something wrong, but it's also good. Swami never make mistake. This is what I feel and I remember from all of you. Sri Radha.
This causes all the lamentations. Separation from Radharani is not like separation from the Lord. My wine-like body is burning in the forest fire of separation from you. Please revive me with a momentary nectarian glance. There is a great bliss in this burning prayer.
So this is very interesting. There is a great bliss in this burning prayer. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, some verse, prema is like a mixing in the poison and nectar. Say, if we eat very spicy, say, sabji or, dal or something, very tasty, but also sometimes very spicy. So prema is not like straight. Like a prema is like a snake, going one direction and then another direction. Also, sometimes very nectar, but sometimes feeling, oh my God, this is so much suffering, so much pain. This is, we may not understand, I may not understand, but here Baba is saying, in this separation, viraha, in spiritual consciousness, in prema or in Mahabhava, is this give her or give us great bliss. This is it seems a contradiction, but in the prema, the world of prema, it's going on like this. This is also Chaitanya Charita mentioned.
Because it's in the nature of the soul. It says in the next line or something like that. It's blissful because this is the nature of our soul to feel this way. It's not some sort of external pain that's being given to us. It's the nature of our soul is to long for the other soul and to burn
it's
for
the
the
difference to that pain of separation in the matter, because there is a hope for the meeting. Again, it's not that it's over when we lost in the matter a person, for example. There is no more hope. So, but here, there is the hope to meet again. The same pain is as a complete loss, but inside there is the hope. And the hope makes it like a bliss. because we are very hopeful that we will meet her soon because of her mercy.
Wow.
Maybe the hope is the bliss.
Rupa Goswami said, I'm so unqualified. I feel myself is the lowest one. But I have hope because you are Patita Pavana. You are very kind to most fallen soul. So that hope, because you are so merciful, this mercy come upon me like this, kind of prayer. I feel I'm lowest, but you are Patita Pavana. You are so merciful to us. So that hope, we can live something like that.
Yes. Yes. Because we know she is an ocean of compassion. She will listen. One day she will listen. We know we are completely unqualified. That's not our qualification that brings us to the Lila. It's only her mercy. But our greed is there. And our hope is there. So that makes it also sweet. And what is it? Blissful, no? There is great bliss in this burning prayer. We say in German, Zuversicht.
Confident.
What is it in English?
Intentional.
Intentional,
Intention.
It has a purpose. It has a purpose.
So we know that she is the ocean of compassion, so we can be sure she will listen to our greedy prayers. That makes hope, and that gives the bliss in this burning prayer. But this prayer becomes that quality even after relishing the Lila once. And these eternal liberated souls, they have experiences of the Lila, like Rupa and Raghunath. They relish the Lila, so that prayers are really a burning prayer, like is described here. So our prayer is not in that quality than the prayer of a person who got a vision. Because he is a realized soul, realized the Lila. And if we see the Lila once, with all the colors and feelings and smells from that quality, then it will burn our hearts if we lost it. And there is no other goal to reach than again to enter in that feelings. And so this book is a lamentation in that category of intense burning prayers. And we only can follow these footsteps of the prayers of Raghunath and others to get a glimpse of that eternal Lila. But then we are lost. Then it's for sure we are lost for the matter. Then it's finished.
And also we feel, if say some food is a prasada there, someone who is hungry, that person can taste more the food like a prasada. So we see if we have strong feeling, greed, this hankering, hungriness, then we can taste. And, Radhika has so much feeling, so much hankering for Mohan. Therefore, she could, not withdraw, like squeeze Krishna's rasa. So here also, Kinkari also, she has so much greed, hankering, like hungriness to taste this rasa and feeling. So therefore, this Raghunatha show us this person, someone who is so much greed, so much hankering, that person could taste divine rasa and seva rasa, prema rasa.
And this burning heart can just be revived with the nectarian glance of Swaminis. Please revive me with a momentary nectarian glance. There is great bliss in this burning prayer. It is a burning which is anointed with the rasa of Ananda.
Wow.
Viraha has been called a rasa. Rasayananda Dharmatvat, Alankara Kaustuba. Rasa is blissful by nature.
It's in our nature to feel this. It's dharma, dharmatvat. It's in our dharma that we feel this bliss in burning, longing. We're born this way, we're made this way, created this way. Every soul. Every soul longs. Every soul burns.
It's a potential in the soul. But we are, in the material world, we're misusing this potential for creating some material desires. But we are the whole life, we are searching for something. We are searching. If you watch, they all are missing something. Even if they got something, they are missing still. And even these most rich people in the world, okay, they have one big boat, they have 10 houses, they have dozens of everything. But because they are still missing something, they are searching again. And they will never find it. They will never find it here in that world. You will never reach that goal that the soul will be satisfied. This is the potential in the soul that always longs to this love of Radhika. But even the soul is not recognizing that this is the root desire, love. To exchange this love with someone without egoistic desires. And now we got this book, and we are able to find the source of this longing in the soul. And we find also a solution, a possibility to enter in that what we are desiring, what is our root desire. And we can exchange this love, this intense love, what is as a potence in the soul, with the Yugala Kishore. And our goal is really the seva. It's not actually the Yugala Kishore, it's the service to them. That brings us this kind of intense feelings, and then we found the goal in the service. And we will relish this seva ras in the prema exchange of love, prema, with the Yugala Kishore. And then we are there where we belong to. There is no other goal then, no other desire. We are at home. We, not my body, this material body. There will be never a home for the material because it's temporary. For temporary things, there is no meaning of home, at least. But for the soul, that is the eternal home of the soul, is my seva.
Devotional service. Yeah, that's the home.
Manjari's home.
But I'm happy you describe this realization in that way. You started by saying, we're all longing. Everybody's longing. Whether you're religious or not, whether you're a bhakta or not, you're longing. And then we have this book, and many books like it, which explain our longing, which put a name on it, which give a description of it. So it's not like we become bhaktas and we have to, now you have to feel something particular. Let me tell you how you should feel. Bhakti is telling us, explaining to us how we already felt before.
It's not a religious way. Religion.
It's not a religion, right? Exactly.
Religion is trying to regulate this material world somehow in a moral, ethic way. But that what we are searching is beyond this. It's not religious. It's a soul, and soul don't know anything about religion in the material world. There is no religion in the spiritual world.
And here, say, Vilapa has been called rasa. Raso by Saha. It is say Krishna is rasa, and Radhika is Baba, Mahababa, and feeling. And Krishna Radhika meeting, the Rasa Baba meeting, this is Ananda. The Vilapa, external separation is only rasa, but internal connection, internal meeting means longing means internal connection. So this internal connection becomes, this is Ananda. So therefore it is burning, which is anointed with the rasa of Ananda. So I feel this is, why separation feel give bliss? Because externally may be separate, but internally too much connecting, always thinking, always meditating. So therefore this word may happen. This I'm feeling.
Beautiful.
Rasa is blissful by nature. Hence, there is also great bliss in love and separation. from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Only a person who has this love in the heart can understand its power. It's like the blending of poison and nectar.
Pain and bliss.
The heart of Sri Raghunath that is suffering from separation has gone once more to the kingdom of Leelas. In his Svarupa Vesh, he helps Vamini to reach the bank of Radhakunda, to meet Krishna there. Prema Mai is so much in ecstasy that she must lean on Tulasi's shoulder while they rush forward.
Wow. Wow, beautiful.
How wonderfully beautiful this is. Bumblebees are flying along with her moving lotus feet. How greedy they are to drink the honey from these lotus feet. Maddened by their fragrance, they kiss the ground wherever her footprints are beautifying. How greedy they are to drink the honey from these lotus feet. Maddened by their fragrance, they kiss the ground wherever her footprints are beautifying.
Because whatever Radhika touch, Radhika's lotus will touch anything, and then that say this is earth, ground. This ground become like Mahabharata because of Radhika's touch. So the 2 days ago, Sachinandana, Sachinanda Bhaiya talking one very beautiful story about our Paramaguru Radha Govindas Bhaj Maharaj. So he's saying Radha Govindas Bhaj Maharaj has gamsha and put in Braja soil, dust, and and then bunch Braja Raj, and then hanging on his room. And then every morning he get up in the morning, he took little bit dust, taking dust of this Brajaraja and eating. So, and Keshava was observing this activity. And then this story he told Sachinandana. And oh my God, this is like very close with this story. So because Radhika's foot dust, including in Brajaraj. So this is Sachinandana told us the story.
Wow. Wow. And we know also that Krishna himself, when he is in the separation from Radhika, he's rolling in the dust of Vrindavan. Now we can imagine this, the power of the dust of Vrindavan. It's full of Mahabharata.
She defeats the golden wine She defeats the lightning strike. The Creator has created the limit of bodily beauty. How sweetly her waist bells and ankle bells jingle while she walks. Her gait defeats the loveliness of the King of Swans as she leans on the shoulder of her girlfriend. Ananta Das sings. She has gone to the Nikunja forest to fulfill Shyam's desires. In this way, Tulasi takes Premamai along to the Sanketa Kunj, Trysting Grove, on the bank of Sri Radha Kund.
So actually, this Sanketa Kunja means, I feel, Sanketa means like a meeting place. The Kunja is a meeting place in Radha Kunda. So Tulasi knows where she could bring Swamini to this Kunja, this Sanketa Kunja. So this Sanketa means like a meeting. Rather.
And 2 lines before we were reading that she defeats the golden wine. She defeats the lightning strike. And the Creator has created the limit of bodily beauty, but our Swami is beyond of this.
Wow.
She has unlimited beauty. But we just know here in the material realm, everything has a limit, even beauty. We cannot imagine how beautiful our Swamini is. Unlimited beautiful. Still Nagara has not arrived in the Kunja. Srimati waits for her Nagara in the condition of a Vasaka Sajika.
Yeah. So maybe everybody knows, but so Vasaka Sajika is kind of Gopi's 8 kinds of activity. This one of this. Vasaka is like a residence or room. And, that someone who Gopi is decorating or cleaning and decorating, room or decorating bed. So everything ready for her lover. So in this kind of Gopi is acting, preparing the, and decorating the room or residence. That Gopi is called Vasaka Sajika. So therefore, in this situation, Radhika is decorating, or maybe with the help of Manjari, and she's decorated everything, and she's ready. She's waiting, but unfortunately, Nagara does not come. Her feeling is more increasing, some kind of frustration, some kind of anxiety. he may come or not. Something happen on the way. All different feeling is crossing in her heart.
A heroine who has received a hint from her hero to meet him in a certain trysting place, who eagerly waits there for him, and meanwhile decorates herself and the grove, is called a Vasaka Sajika.
Yeah, this expression.
The activities of such a heroine are planning the erotic games with her hero, looking out for him to come, discussing blissful topics with her girlfriends, and constantly looking out for girl messengers to come. From Ujjvala Nilamani, Naika Veda 76-77. Nagara is too late, and Tulasi looks out for him again and again. The practicing Rasika devotees of Vrindavan should also always meditate on themselves as assisting Swamini in this way, always staying by her side. The practicing devotee should always float along on the waves of Swamini's happiness and distress. Without being completely absorbed in Svarupa Vesh, these feelings cannot be experienced. Although a person like me is actually living in Vrindavan, he does not have any experience. I am always absorbed in bodily consciousness. Not even in dreams I think of myself as Radha's maidservant. There is no other way than surrender. Gaudiya Vaishnavas should take exclusive shelter of the lotus feet of the gopis. Thakura Mahashaya says, "O mind, the essential thing is to take exclusive shelter of the lotus feet of the Vraja gopis." Sripad Prabodhananda Saraswati has said in Radha Rasa Sudhanidhi, verse 211, "O Sri Radhe, when can I live in Vrindavan in total devotional anxiety? Sri Krishna is late for his appointment, and Swamini becomes more and more upset. When the innocent beloved did not show up for a long time, the heroine becomes very anxious out of separation from him. In that condition, she is called an Utkantita Nayika by the knowers of Ras. Her activities consist of a burning heart, shivering, speculating about why he does not show up, illness, shedding tears, and speaking about her own situation. From Ujjvala Nilamani, Nayika 7980, the Mahajans describe the lamentations of an Utkantita as follows. I made the bed for my lover and strung a flower garland for him. I prepared betel leaves and I lit the lamps. I made the bower house very beautiful. But, oh my friend, all this will turn out differently. I will not meet my hero, who is an ocean of attributes. I deceived my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law to come into the deep forest. And with great effort, I decorated my beautiful, useful body to meet my lover. I'm looking down the road for him to come, telling my mind that this crown jewel of relishes will certainly come now. Thus sings the wretched Chandidas. Krishna, while on the way to meet Radhika, had met Shaibya and Padma, the girlfriends of Radhika's rival Chandravali, who had taken him to Chandravali's kunj, where a bed of jasmine flowers made by Chandravali's own hands was waiting for him. When Sri Radhika, waiting in her own kunj, became desperate, the wind of Vrindavan thought to himself, "Let me see what I can do." There it is, Vilapa, as you mentioned. The wind of Vrindavan thought to himself, "Let me see what I can do." and became Radhika's servant by carrying her sublime fragrance into Chandravali's kunj and straight into Madhusudana's nostril. Shyamasundara became startled, suddenly got up from Chandravali's handmade bed of flowers and told her, "Dearest one, I completely forgot. My mother told me to do something for her, and I just went off without finishing that duty. I have to go right now." Naive Chandravali, seeing Krishna's anxiety, said, "Go and come back as soon as you have finished your duties."
So, here, like Uttavaji said before, this is naive Chandrika. Chandravali, sorry. Naive Chandrika. This naive means, I think this is Dakshina. Dakshina is like very passive. Whatever Krishna say, yes, 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 yes. No opposition, no argument at all, no doubt, or maybe some doubt, but still say yes. And this is called the Dakshina. In another word, we say, "I'm yours." So this is the Chandravali nature, which Uddhavaji said. But if Radhika say they different, she's say no sometimes. So this is Chandravali's nature, and this called the translator say naive. That's I'm feeling. So this is we could understand Chandravali's feeling and Radhika's feeling and different.
Our hero then promptly followed Radhika's excellent fragrance, like a bee, Madhupam Iba, like a bee who leaves all the other flowers to search for a blooming, golden, honey-filled lotus flower. That is the glory of her exclusive love.
I think this Radhika's excellent fragrance also like Mahababa. So, and this Mahababa's, this kind of fragrance still Mohan's heart. So, and Mohan got inspiration, and his heart was stolen. Oh, I have to go. I must go to see her. But this is a very beautiful excuse. He cannot say, "I go to another Radhika's place." Of course, he cannot say, "Oh, I forgot. Oh, my mother gave me some duty, so I must do it." Very, very, very expert to saying this kind of excuse.
Sri Vishwanatha Chakravarti says in Radharani's name, although all the gopis have causeless love for Krishna, still he is mostly attached to me. All the people know that. That can never be false. He considers my love to be endless like the Mount Meru, whereas he does not compare the love of the other gopis for him even with 3 or 4 mustard seeds. From Prema Samputa. Actually, Chandravali has been made a rival equal to Sri Radha in the Leela by Rasa itself, just to make Krishna relish Sri Radha's different delectable moods like Utkanta, Mana, pique, and Kalahantarita, girl repenting having picked a quarrel. Actually, Sri Radha's love is beyond comparison. Tulasi stands at the gate of the Kunja when Krishna arrives there and says, "Tulasi here, I have come. Tulasi here, I have come. Arrange for my meeting with Radha." Tulasi admonishes him by saying, "Where do you come from? Where have you been all this time?" Swamini is very upset and is crying because of you. Tell me the truth. Otherwise, I won't let you meet her. Krishna shortly and honestly explains to Tulasi why he is delayed. And when Tulasi hears that he has been to Chandravali's Kunj, she becomes very upset and says, "Oh, that's why you are so late. Go there where you come from. Go there where you came from. I cannot let you meet her. I will sing your glories to Swami." Our hero then offers hundreds of prayers to Tulasi with folded hands until she finally allows him to come in and see Radhika. How complete is this Manjari's control over Sri Krishna?
What?
Because Nagara is making so many endeavors, and because Nagara and Nagarimani are so eager to meet, Tulasi finally allows them to meet. Tulasi's heart is filled with pride when she sees that the love fragrance of Swamini drew Nagara right out of Chandravali's Kunj back into her own domain. Krishna cannot stay anywhere else for even a moment without my Swami. Therefore, Mohan is ours. Radha Mohan.
Yes.
This pride fills Tulasi's heart. This is pride over seeing the superiority of Krishna's enjoyment with the heroine, of one's own party over Krishna's enjoyment with the enemy's party. In this Ujjvala Nilamanu, Hari Vilapa 27, Srila Rupa Goswami gives the following example of the pride. One day, the gopis were listening to Nandi Mukhi, a learned Brahmana girl, reciting the Puranas. When Padma saw her rival Lalita dozing off, she sarcastically laughed. So Lalita told her, "Saki, you are the crown jewels of fortunate girls, because you can happily sleep on your balconies in the moonlit autumn nights. But we don't know when we can enjoy such results of virtuous works from previous lives ourselves. Whenever we fall asleep in the caves of Vrindavan, some mad blackish elephant, Krishna, forcibly wakes us up to make love with us. We are much more attractive to him than you." Tulasi's heart is filled with similar pride over the superiority of Radha's own party over the party of her enemies. Suddenly, the vision vanishes, and Tulasi prays as follows. Just as the bee flies from flower to flower, attracted to their excellent sweet smell, similarly, Sri Govinda, the king of lovers, madly leaves the bed of jasmine flowers that was handmade by Chandravali to go to the bank of Radhakunda whenever a favorable wind carries Radhika's lotus-like bodily fragrance to him. Sri Madhusudana, the Rasika be Krishna, will be enchanted by her, Radhika's face, which is as sweet as a blooming lotus flower, and by her beautiful body, which is the limit of sweetness, and whose fragrance fills the whole of Vrindavan with honey-like sweetness. When will the nectar-sweet fragrance of your lotus feet When will the nectar-sweet fragrance of your lotus feet madden my nostrils, O Ishvari, O moon of King Rishabhanu's family? Let me soothe my heart by singing your glories. Here ends the verse 74. Vilapa.
And this, I feel, this sentence is very important. How complete is the Manjari's control over Shri Krishna? This is the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is Mahaprabhu is given a special mercy upon in this Kali Yuga people. This is Baba Urasa Rasa, and this is Unnatoja Rasa Manjari Baba. I feel this.